Alright, just because I don't have anything better to do, I'm going to record my drive to work. And this is me leaving the house. Hot in here. Okay, I'll put the camera up here and I will continue recording my entire drive to work.
Does, and I believe in the end Barack Obama must believe that this idea of a strong capitalist system is in the
Got 20 minutes to get there. And I guess we'll see what happens as I go to work.
Because somehow it's become acceptable.
Always different every day, so I guess we'll see.
The free market that helps save and liberate millions of people around the world. By the way, that's not a made-up statistic like the Obama administration makes them up. That's a true statistic. The fact that we were and still are the #1 economic power means that people are living in freedom who would have been living in darkness around the world. If all we cared about was being fair and making sure that we were living a sustainable life in the United States, if that was our goal over the last 100 years, what do you think Europe would look like today? Do you think Paris would have ever been liberated? Do you? Where would those tanks have come from? Where would all those guns have come from? How about the manpower that we funded in our military to keep Europe free and to win World War II? If we didn't put profit high on our list of priorities in the business world and for our country in general. You're listening to The Laura Ingraham Show. We have a fantastic soundbite contest coming up. We are standing for American exceptionalism on this 9/11 anniversary. We are standing for the acronym FBF. First, best, forever. We are Americans. We don't settle for #2. We like our freedom. We don't want this president to mess around with our car choice or our free market system or our thermostats. We don't want people to dictate how many children we have or can't have. We don't want them to tell us when it's appropriate for our grandparents to die or anyone to die who's on a ventilator or who's on a feeding tube. We don't want those decisions impacted by bureaucrats in Washington. And we don't believe politicians when they say that $900 billion programs are really going to cost $900 billion and yet not somehow add to the deficit. We don't believe those things because we're smart. And we are exceptional. Like anybody, we make our mistakes, but we don't feel the need to grovel to countries that don't uphold these principles of freedom. Why should we grovel, beg, and scrape before these nations? Most of them wouldn't even be living in any type of freedom or prosperity if it weren't for our country and our people and our military and our personal sacrifices. So they want to call 9/11 a day of, what is it called, Tom, a day of service?
National Day of Service.
You know what I call a National Day of Service? Every day that I'm employing people. Every day that I get up and I'm working, okay? That's my national year of service, because as far as I can tell with my tax bill, I'm working for the first, let's do the math, 200 days a year for the government, for the state government and for the federal government. Right? So you're basically, a day of service. What do you call what you're doing to the workers? We are practically your servants anyway. So the day of service, we all individually can take care of our own philanthropic endeavors. We don't need variety.
hear them more clearly. And when you turn off the music, you can comfortably enjoy more peace. It's a difference you have to experience to appreciate. Call 1-800-485-2602 or visit Bose.com/listen. Try the new QC15 headphones yourself risk-free for 30 days. You may really see free shipping. The new QC15 headphones. Less noise, more enjoyment. Only from Bose. Call 1-800-485-2602. Visit Bose.com/listen.
Are you burdened with $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Struggling to get your life in order? Let us help by settling your debt. Imagine living a stress-free lifestyle that you deserve. If you are currently working and can afford making monthly payments, call our professionals today for a no-obligation analysis. Call 800-507-1743. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you owe it to yourself and your family. Call Debt-Free Stimulus today at 800-507